anyways, In a Violent Nature. I saw it earlier this week. I really dug it. I do really dig it. But do I guess like bear with me as I'm gonna have to try to remember a movie I saw from like several days ago.
I watched it yesterday. Like rewatched it yesterday. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
I still have yet to see it, and I want to.
Okay, that's cool. I wasn't really gonna go into like any like big like spoiler thing or anything like that. So, anyways, but all right, I do want you to watch this movie, though, Nick. It's like it's a fun movie. I do really like In a Violent Nature. It is very well, okay, not very slow paced, but it is a very it's a slow movie, Nick.
It is a slasher movie, kind of stripped down bare. Like. I want Cengiz to go on before we start getting into the.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The guy's hiding his face, Chelsea. That's just his back. Don't worry.
Let's first let's kind of get into the whole.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a sort of stripped down slasher movie. Like, honestly, the best way I could describe this is just really, you like Friday the 13th, or like those type of movies. Just it's pretty much that, but again, it's a lot slower and stripped down. But it's also just a very fun concept. The idea of you're watching a slasher movie, but you're mostly following the perspective of the slasher villain. So again, oh man, what if there was a Friday the 13th movie, but you're just always, but not always, but like for most of the time, just as following Jason around, what he does. What does Jason do in the in the middle of everyone freaking out and all that? What's he up to? And it's kind of that idea. So the movie is basically that kind of premise. There's a bunch of dumb teenagers. They're camping out in the woods, and then they do something stupid, and they wake up the rotting corpse of Johnny, not Jason, Johnny. Good.
Johnny.
Yeah, and basically, you're Johnny, not Jason. It's just gonna go around and kill those damn teenagers, and it's great. And yeah, so it is. That's really it. That's really just like the basic premise of the movie. You're just following around Johnny, doing what he does, and then he's gonna go kill a bunch of dumb teenagers. And yeah, definitely a lot of dumb teenagers die. That's for sure. Spoiler alert for this type of movie. Some of the teenagers are gonna die.
It seems almost like a joke they don't really call attention to. The fact that the teenagers are kind of dumb, like pretentious and superficial.
Oh, I hated the teenagers, but like in the kind of, but I feel like it was like in a good way. Like you're meant to really not like them, so it's like, so it's like when Johnny does kill the teenagers, it's like that was pretty nice. That was pretty cathartic, actually, because they're just a bunch of like the teenagers in this movie are like just like I feel like they are purposely meant to be like just like these stupid like cringe fucking zoomers, like just this one girl who's like literally saying like,
"Oh my cancel."
Yeah, straight up just like Nick just straight up said that. It's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna get like canceled. It's like, I hope you die first. So yeah, so definitely I do feel the teenagers were purposely written to be just these cringe ass zoomers that you just want, So like when Johnny does his thing, you're like, ooh, that was neat. So yeah, Johnny doesn't say a single word. I don't think Jason's ever said a single word. So.
Yeah, to this day, Jason's never said a single word.
Yeah. So, the best way to characterize Johnny really is just, Jason from Friday the 13th. And there you go. It's not Jason. It's Johnny. So
it's Jason from Friday the 13th, but he, along with sort of the teenagers kind of being a bit of like an over exaggeration of how you imagine teenagers in Friday the 13th. Like Johnny himself, he's more of a heightened version of Jason. Cause like I guess a little theme that you can grab from this movie is that nature, even in the form of a violent undead killer, is unforgiving.
Yeah.
It cares really not about who you are if you kind of just like bother it. If you like take what is not yours, it will take back.
Yeah.
It'll take back like it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one.
Because not like spoiling any of the kills, which the kills are some of the best.
Oh yeah, there's some great kills. You're gonna love some of these kills, Nick.
Like Johnny compared to like Jason is a lot more vicious than a lot of like Jason's incarnations. Because like Jason even in like the grittier the grittier Friday the 13th, he's always kind of just been portrayed as like simple-minded yet in a weird way kind of efficient. Like he slashes a teenager's throat. He drags them over to like a cabin and then he strungs them up behind the door frame. Right? Or like underneath the bed or anything like that, for the other teens to find.
Yeah.
There's an efficiency to a lot of what he does. Johnny, because of like the sort of legend that goes with him, he's a lot more dimmer, but not an idiot, but like he's a lot more like, he's a lot more he has a lot more of a simple nature to him. Than Jason supposedly has, but also like wait no, I got the best comparison. Okay. Lenny from Mice and Men.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like Johnny just like Lenny. Like it has a vicious side just because of how simple they view the world. And Johnny kind of understands his strength more than Lenny does, but you really get that sense of once they lash out at the teens, it's something a lot more. Yeah, it's something a lot more personal.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I didn't think of Lenny. That's a good one. Okay, yeah. What else is there? I part of me really wants to talk some about the kills, but like I really want to save down to like you watch the movie, Nick. There's some great ones. Oh,
I guess if we're not gonna get into like the kill, like we're not gonna try to talk about like the details of the kills. I can talk about the technicals.
sure.
So like the movie itself is very much a series of one takes and long shots.
Mm.
Like it's like Chris Nash, when he was advertising the movie, he described it as an ambient slasher, and it's like because the wake up when the movie opens up, we don't really get to see like the teens, only really hear them, and the first time we ever get to see something is Johnny when he like resurrects, when he's resurrected. So we could the entire movie is like just of his backside, obviously because he doesn't get his mask until about like 15 minutes in, like roughly. So it's his backside. We never really get to see his face, except for one scene, and that one scene is really great.
Yeah.
Like what do you call it? But like there's a lot of long shots. Like there's very few times throughout the movie where they lock down the camera just to take like this wide shot of the fields.
Yeah.
Right. This is a slasher with like very like a wonderful environment.
Yeah.
And also with the cuts it does have, it's not creative. Like the first kill we get isn't really wouldn't be as like I'd say brutal as the ones we get sequentially, but I think the first kill kind of gets stuck in my head a ton, just from how it's edited. Like and also I should mention the movie doesn't have a non-diegetic soundtrack.
Yeah.
So like the entire movie is listening to everything, listening just to the sound, the sound that's recorded.
Yeah. Like the environment. There's a lot of like noises, like the environment, the animals, whatever is there. Like you can hear like birds chirping here and there, and then obviously the footsteps of Johnny, and that's kind of really it. Oh, I guess before I do forget, I do kind of want to mention that there is moments in this movie that are kind of humorous, honestly. At least for me. I don't want to. I'm trying my best to hide the details of this, but when Johnny does get the mask, and like his hooks, how he gets it, that was honestly like that was great. It did get like a chuckle out of me. It's like well, I really don't want to spoil it though, because it's a fun thing he does.
him also leaving like the ranger station is also a very fun scene because he doesn't understand the concept of like emotion light. So once it turns back on, once he's leaving, he's looking behind him like supposed to be someone.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, there's like there are also like humorous moments throughout the movie, and it's great. Though honestly, just the whole park ranger office when he gets the mask, that I really just again just how he gets it is it's amazing. There's a
Also, I should mention big emphasis on like visual storytelling.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like the only expository scene throughout the entire movie is well, there's technically two. Well, like the big one, which is like Aaron, spelled with an E-H.
The teenagers at the campfire are telling the whole story of John,
which is another notable scene because like outside of like the scene in the car, towards the end you don't get a reverse shot like most modern movies tend to do. So like throughout the campfire scene, to make sure that like Johnny is still in frame, the camera just does a 360 on all the campers' faces, right in the middle of the fire. So like you hear like you're hearing like them talking about this story. You're seeing the campers, but you're also seeing Johnny behind them.
Yeah.
It's like just another like great example in this movie of just like how much the camera is constantly moving. Yeah, like there's that, and then there's one scene, where there's one scene with the ranger, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Because the entire movie just like the entire movie will just have moments where just without Johnny talking, he will just do something and you instantly know what he's going to do.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. It's great. Yeah. It really is a fun movie though. I really do suggest people should watch it. I don't want to go much into it. I probably really wants to talk about the kills though, because man, there's some creative stuff there going on.
When I was reading about the movie on the web, because it was being talked about like back in January when it was being shown in the Sundance Film Festival. Like there was a specific scene, and I think you know the one, Changus, where like that was the scene that an audience member threw up.
Oh. Okay.
Which I wasn't queasy for that scene, but I kind of made like a JonTron face at it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. No, I think I know what you're talking about. There's there's some creative kills. I,
Like,
the kills are also pretty brutal too. Like, like this. It's not like like oh my gosh, it's like like blood splurting everywhere and like that. But like it's how
it's
help me out here. How do you describe like the gore?
it's very unique.
Visceral?
Yeah, it's very visceral. Like it's gnarly
Mm-hmm.
and and vicious. Because like I said earlier, you can tell like a lot of these are happening just through like this just through like this veil of hate.
Yeah.
Like Johnny's not doing things the normal way. Now he's
He's getting some anger out.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
I think
along go ahead.
I think the best example of like letting the anger out is it's the one kill like near the end of the towards the end of the movie, not with what one of the teenagers. I think do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite moments. Just because like it's one of the rare examples of when they actually subvert something in a movie and it's not like calling attention to itself. It's just it happens, and then at that point the movie kind of just stops. like it's still going for like 30 minutes, for 30 more minutes, but like that's a moment where
wow, is that whole I wait, the whole I don't know, the whole truck was like 30 minutes.
I think it was more like 25, 15.
Okay.
Because like the movie does like to take its time. Where like but in my opinion, like it takes its time. Like it takes its time in a really great way. Because like I imagine like because the last I checked, the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is not very good for the movie, which I imagine just comes from the fact of like it's a movie that doesn't really feel very Hollywood. But like that last scene, I imagine would get like a lot more of like the criticism from like normal audience goers, because it's a scene where it's like it takes away from like how you expect a slasher movie to end, and it just kind of gives that like wonderful scene with I want to mention this because it's actually really fun, and it ties back into like the inspiration for the movie.
Okay.
The woman who appears at the end is Lauren Marie Taylor. And
which Friday the 13th movie was she in?
Part 2, she was Vicky. So it's like and she has one of the best scenes. In a movie filled with best scenes, she has one of them, because like her describing like the story of like how her brother almost died, and how
the big monologue,
like it's very chilling. And it's like I'm always so surprised just how many times like past Friday the 13th actors just come back for like these projects,
Mm.
and they just become like the best thing ever because like you're always used to seeing them in movies where Paramount just saw them as like trash that they made just to get like quick money.
Mm.
But like you see them in like movies like this, which are inspired by Friday the 13th, and they're like acting their goddamn soul out. It's like it's amazing to see it. Oh, but like I guess like yeah, like without spoilers, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's. I do think that like, I guess like for more casual viewers, the slower pace could be like a turnoff. Like I think the slow pace, does work for for the benefit of the movie, but I do think like a slower, because the movie does really like take it really does take its time with a lot of stuff. So like I guess like if people are like just like, so there is like the idea like people are like, okay, when are you gonna get to the kills? Like, well, hold on, we'll get there when we get there. You gotta wait. Because I think like what was it like? What was the first kill? That was like
that was the one I mentioned earlier with like the one about the editing, where you don't really see what happens, but like
but like when did that take place again? Was that like
like roughly 10 minutes into the film?
Yeah.
Because there's it's unfair to say that like this entire movie is just about walking. There are segments of walking, of like long shots of just Johnny stalking throughout the woods, but the movie does know when to cut to like shorten that whole thing. It just doesn't cut a lot. Like this movie is very choice and deliberate with how it cuts away to the next scene.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's yeah. So it is really good though. I do say check out In a Violent Nature. It is very much inspired by Friday the 13th. A lot slower pace, but I think you'll have a great time. And I guess I will say honestly, like if you don't like the slower pace, but if you can like wait out, like if you're just there for the kills, and if you can wait it out, then I'll say I think it'll be worth it. Cause yeah, the kills can be they're very unique, and honestly very entertaining too. Because again, like half the time you really just don't like any of the teenagers. So it's like, yeah, I'm okay with them dying. That's fine. Yeah, there's some really unique kills going on there. How like I will say even like you said like the first kill isn't as like much as like the following kills, but I still say like I think like I think it was just like like you waited so long for, well, not really waited so long, but like it felt like you waited for a while for that that first kill to happen, and when it finally does happen, you just like it's like you're treated nice. It's like ooh okay.
Like you don't see it happen, but you see the aftermath. And it's how they frame the aftermath. It's really clever.
Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, so like it's like ooh, interesting. yeah, I overall though, yeah, just really do give this movie a shot. I would talk more about it, but like I honestly, try my best to not spoil the movie, just because I really want also Nick here to watch it. I think you'll dig it, Nick. Again, it, some of those kills, man, they're what. I guess what was your favorite kill? Not like.
It's hard to choose because
Mm,
all of them are so varied. And all of them
Mm.
have just such a like unique, such a unique sort of way about them. I think if I had to pick,
mm.
uh, the Ranger.
Mm. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. The Ranger. I know what you're talking about. I think that was actually the one. I think that was actually one of the kills where I was actually kind of, ooh, kind of. I think what it was is because that kill, Johnny took such, he took his time with it. So like you're kind of like just in anticipation, like, oh man. And then when you see like how he's gonna do it, it's like, oh no. So like it's gonna be brutal, but like because he takes his time, you're just like waiting for it, and you're like, oh.
Like it when it happens,
Mhm.
it doesn't cut away.
No.
Like, none of the kills they cut away, but like especially this one
Mhm.
where like it's constantly in the same shot where you
Yeah.
just see like Johnny setting the whole thing up.
Mhm.
He's trying to make sure like it's all gonna work out well. And there's no music and there's barely any cuts.
Mhm.
So it feels like it really feels like just watching like watching
Mm.
I'm trying to find the right word that won't really spoil it. Like
Okay.
it feels like what just like watching doom happen right in front of you. And you're
Yeah.
helpless.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great scene. I love it. October Ray? No, not well. Like maybe October will probably have to be like its own thing. So, the whole Halloween movie we do in October Ray, we got plans ready for that. So maybe next year, we could watch it next year, or we add it to the the list and stuff. So yeah. That be interesting, Chelsea? It would be. It would. Alright. Yeah, so I guess that's all I really gotta say though about In a Violent Nature. Go watch it.